Hey guys, it's Hunter Jogan. As always, you can call me Husky Boy, and welcome to Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Now, last time, we were kind of getting our, attacked by the Soviets, but we got Kaz out of here. We encountered the Skulls. And we also improved our base. Well, we're gonna eventually, but not right now. But enough of me talking. Let us. Oh,
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Right.
All this.
Hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain.
Why Dikelia?
The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. Who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
Oh.
He said I was in a British military hospital,
Yes.
but the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dikelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What
Yeah.
about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dikelia said
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you.
I'm looking it up right now.
Outside.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state. Though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're going to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border.
Okay.
Travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
Okay.
Continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
All right.
That's quite some news.
Yep.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics?
Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won in the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
God bless Ronald Reagan. Yep.
There's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes.
And there's also...
Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs.
Islamic extremists? Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years.
We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed.
The countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces?
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you.
I'm just listening to the recording.
Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller.
Yes.
You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember,
Yep.
but
I see. You're not sure. Caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now. But this is where the hard stuff begins.
Alright, tell me.
1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men. Basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid. And Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait.
Say what?
While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes.
Gasp.
XOF. Kisses and hugs, followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind
Man,
spot.
the whole world
A
wants
backdoor into Mother
wants you
Base
dead.
tunnel.
Oh yeah, they definitely do want me
You
dead.
remember a certain
Because I'm Husky Boy.
Huey was responsible
I'm a
for
thorn in the
bringing
world's
the
side.
team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened.
No lie.
It came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away.
Because everyone knows that I am the weapon that can surpass...
They check the coordinates.
Yes, you are. I'm the weapon to surpass Jesus Christ himself. And Muhammad.
That was XOF's primary objective.
I am
As far as most folks know.
God of the universe, and everyone around the world is my bitch. Except Hideo Kojima and Jesus. Those are the only two people that aren't my bitch.
It was a woman named Eva.
And you.
Rings a bell, huh?
You also are not my bitch.
Condition would have been written off right from the start.
Muhammad
But
too?
you survived. You went straight down to hell.
Sure, why not?
And they pulled
Why not?
your eye wide open.
Everyone can join.
The days of Naked Snake are long gone.
Why not?
Venom Snake.
Yep.
This world still needs you. Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm. Yeah,
What's
Miller
it?
was calling it the arm that wasn't there.
Okay.
Physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think? Huh. I can still feel my real arm.
Really?
You better get used to this one quick. You have any pain? Every now
Because
and
he
then.
is dead. Well, yeah.
My fingertips.
Oh.
My left fingertips. Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain
Oh, yeah.
still remembers your old
Hence
hand.
the
What
title.
about your vision? Can you see okay? Yeah, at the moment. The shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve. I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I can't take dead
Your
bodies.
brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations.
But
You might see things that aren't there, and not see things as they really are.
thanks to that
Any
syringe.
of that? I think so. When? Right after I wake up. Colors look faded. Colors, huh?
Colors! Okay, hold up. Colors! I saw a big flaming blue whale and the Human Torch with Psycho Mantis riding a flying flaming unicorn! Are those colors to you? I mean, what was in that syringe? Because I want it. I want it so bad, except not in a needle. I'm terrified of needles. I want it like take a big whiff of it, like it's cocaine, or you drink it. Get high on everything. It's everything in that drug, everything, to make me not only see colors, but God only forbid. That's the whole reason why I am like a weapon to surpass all nations' weapons, including North Korea's nukes.
That's not a major
Anyways.
concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field.
I'm kidding.
You'll need to watch out for that. I will. All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get.
Alright. Anything else? Oh, it just talks about himself.
Ocelot. I hear they started calling you Shalashaska in Afghanistan.
He's trying to be wisely.
What's that about?
Yeah.
You know the term Sharashka? It's
Sharashka.
slang for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department. Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here. Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because
Oh, yeah,
it's
they
their
do.
choice. And if it wasn't, they'd leave? Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms. All right. Go on. Right. So anyway, at some point the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after
Okay,
the war in
Sharashka.
Afghanistan broke out.
While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect them most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride. And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps. But the more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe.
You went that far for me.
Far enough
We'll
to
be
keep
here
you
in
alive.
15
I ended
minutes,
up being
so
pretty
I
well
don't
known
bother
among
you
the
while
Afghan
you are
guerrillas.
listening to
Some
your
of them
recording.
would
Sure,
have
why
seen
not?
me on the battlefield, and that's how I got the
I'll still be
second half
there.
of the name, Shashka. It's a sword, a type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now, the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller.
That's a
His
mouthful.
bravery earned him the nickname Russia's greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka got stuck on the end of Sharashka. The guerrillas were using the name amongst themselves. Hearing about
Oh, development complete.
pronunciation had wound up as Shalashashka.
So half Gulag, half Hero Sword. It was a perfect fit.
You see how rumors and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you create a character and put it out there in public mind, it warps and twists with every baseless rumor. And before you know it, all people see are phantoms. In my case, it works out just fine. I'm plenty used to working under aliases.
Alright. Getting a lot of developments completed.
So SALT 2 still hasn't gone into effect.
That treaty was drawn up to limit not just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. Just when we thought all those years of negotiations had paid off, somebody decides to invade Afghanistan. The timing couldn't have been worse.
The president was in the middle of the SALT 2 talks back then.
Maybe while you were busy trying to stop Peace Walker? I heard. President Ford was meeting with the General Secretary in Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker. They were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike.
Coleman's big idea? Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of.
If that AI, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch.
Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it was.
Yeah.
Thanks to you and her. The U.S.-Soviet talks looked set to fall through. What happened in Nicaragua no doubt helped trigger a change of heart. But in the end,
The time's to find the politics. When you've grabbed their tail, they turn and bite your hand.
Oh, yeah.
I first met you 20 years ago now.
Oh,
The
yeah.
place was Selenouyarsk in the
Yeah.
I was with the GRU. You were
Snake
still
Eater.
fighting for America. 1964. Operation Snake Eater. Its objective? The assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you returned home successful, they awarded you the title Big Boss.
Yep.
Your CO, Zero, sought to carry on the boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater.
Yep.
In America, there was David O, or as he was to you, Major Zero. Donald Anderson, a.k.a. Sigint. Dr. Clark, who went by paramedic during the operation. And the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva. And me, Ocelot, from the Soviet Union. 6 in total. To us, government notions of friend and foe were meaningless. As were East and West, we joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the boss's dying wish, to make the world one. And to do it, Zero used the Philosopher's Legacy, the secret war fund you obtained during Operation Snake Eater. This organization would go on to become Cypher. I, on the other hand, was left with the problem. You only recovered half of the legacy.
Oh, yeah.
I had to locate the other half myself. When I found the funds, I passed them on to Zero, just as you wanted.
I still trusted him in those days.
We thought what he was doing was the boss's will, until he started that one project.
Yep.
Les enfants terribles.
Oh, yeah.
You parted ways, as did Eva, leaving only Anderson and Clark still with him. I maintained limited contact, although truth be told, we were just keeping tabs on one another. The reason was always you. After you returned to the Army and created Foxhound, you left America. For a time, even I'd lost track of you. I'd imagine Zero did too. You always were the best when it came to hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe. Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all. It also that's you, tracking your coordinates wherever you might go. The further you strayed from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life. Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them. Then a year after you fell into your coma, he slipped out of sight entirely. Since then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable rumor as to his whereabouts. I tried every method I could think of, but Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to grow. Cypher is a great beast, and Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured, evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with parasites. Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops unit, XOF. They learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean.
They used the Trojan horse on us, too. They got us where our pants are down. That's the truth there.
Christmas Eve, 1979.
Ho, ho,
The
ho.
Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback with antique rifles. Everyone thought it'd be over in an instant, only it wasn't. Some Muslims made their fight a jihad, a holy war.
Okay, hold up. Before I continue this, I got a little interesting little trivia for you. So we all know about the Soviet-Afghan wars, all that. But guess who was also in that war? Saddam Hussein, what I'm talking about. It's Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden was also in there. And he became one of the jihads, or the mujahideen, against the Soviets. And we gave him weapons, as well as we also gave weapons and artillery and all that to the Muslims against the Soviets. And of course, this bit us in the ass when Osama bin Laden decided to start his own terrorist group, which is Al-Qaeda, I think. Is it? Is it Al-Qaeda? I don't know if it's Al-Qaeda. It might be Al-Qaeda. It's some... I think it might be Al-Qaeda, I don't know. Oh, I'll look it up, but we'll see. But anyways, he used to be fighting against the Russians, but after the Cold War, he started the War on Terror.
And began a guerrilla.
But he's probably not the only one who started the War on Terror, but I don't know. I know he was responsible for 9/11 or some conspiracies, I don't know.
Campaign on all fronts. A war of attrition. These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are 4 years on with no exit in sight. Afghanistan has become the Soviet Union's Vietnam.
Oh, yeah.
The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs. The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, the Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen are the Pashtun people. They're fiercely devoted to their code of Badal, or revenge. Soviets they've captured have had their hands, feet, and noses cut off before being left to die at the side of the road, just to show their comrades what they're capable of. Friendlies who come across them can do nothing but put them out of their misery. Then they burn down another village in retaliation. And the cycle of vengeance goes on.
So true. Alright, one more. And then we will continue the mission.
Jake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire.
Oh, 10 minutes.
What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
Yeah,
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
that's a new
He
recorded.
escaped on horseback. He wouldn't cross the river either.
That's a new record.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Yep.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? It makes
Yeah.
sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
I mean, water does put the fires out all the time. Anyways, let us now. Oh, I can't.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you rest it up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Have you installed discs? Or have you installed DLC? I believe I do, but who knows? Anyways, I'm gonna pick. What's this?
Farming villages in southern Vahan have been subjected to a strategic bombing campaign the past several weeks. The damage is spreading. It's part of the Soviet Scorched Earth operation aimed at wiping out the guerrillas. The target this time is the commander of the Spetsnaz detachment. He's been key to the operation's success. People say this guy's responsible for annihilating the Mujahideen at Tismasi Laman, the Hamid fighters, overnight. He's a tough, experienced commander. Don't underestimate him. The order from my client in the West is to shoot on sight. They want him out of the picture for good. Sorry, boss. This one's purely business. Wet work. A hit on a commanding officer of the Soviet military. Nothing personal. We're only doing this because it gets us one step closer to our goal.
Or you can let him live. And also, we can obtain gunmen. Let's do this. Let's see. Select character. So, Since this is a desert, may as well go into a desert camouflage. Have no headband just yet. Unless it's dark, it's nighttime, I believe. So let's try this. And as for weapons, yeah, no. Stick with this one. Sniper rifle, sure, but we're not gonna use a sniper rifle. We're just gonna got our handy arm and our suppressor. C4. Tools. Yeah, we're gonna use this. And I believe we are good to go. Wait, hold up. Okay, yeah. Vehicles. So this is one of the DLCs. Same with this one. And this one. Tuxedo. Let's go. Alright, here goes. Alright. Episode 3, A Hero's Way.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out.
Oh,
Like
shoot.
to waste him, but I'll leave the method up to you.
Alright.
Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
I done goofed up. Let's just hope the sun goes down. No, 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 get out, get out, get out!
Be careful down there, boss.
Alright, here goes. Onward, dear horse! Can I grab these?
We can use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
Alright. I just hope the sun goes down too, because... Oh, what am I talking about? The sun's going up! And I picked the wrong outfit. I done goofed. Sneaking suit.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Alright. so I believe it's time to pull a miracle out of my butthole. Shall we? That's not the right button. There you go. Let's see. C4. I picked the wrong one. No. No one will know.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
I gotta put you to sleep. Yes. Alright, they're on alert, so just stay perfectly still for the time being. Uh-oh. Morvis friends.
Roger that.
Oh. Now that's how... Oof. You have good eyes, dude. For that, I'm taking you home.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Can I upgrade anything? I can't. Okay. Someone left the car.
is all about observation and gathering information. Start by using your binoculars to get a grasp of your surroundings.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Grab that diamond. Because you know we're diamond dogs.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
No one knows I'm here. I'm doing good so far. That's how you know I'm great. I am the best. I'm the best! They don't know where I am. They don't see me. Yep.
Wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
That's good. Who saw me? Oh, you? He's going to me. Ugh. What?
Это КП, понял. Обследуйте сектор. Но осторожно, конец связи.
They... Ah! Ah!
Это КП, понял. Приказ всем группам. Отправить все резервы на подкрепление. Конец связи. Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets. There, that's the target.
Alright. Whoosh! You're supposed to be asleep!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Come on.
Target secured. I'll tell the client we sent the target to a place outside of heaven. Boss, your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
Alright, hold up. Oh my goodness. Oh, you. Actually, I got an idea.
Out of ammo? Let the support unit know about it need to be stopped. Transmit a request from your iDroid and I'll send supplies right away.
What? You got some. Oh. You got some sand mixed with your blood. Oh yeah, I did. No mercy. Alright, now let's go. I should get out, right? Alright, fine game, you won. I'll use my D-horse. D-horse away! If I can. There we go. It should be out. Saving money? Oh, that's... I'm an idiot.
Alright, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete. Whoa!
Ooh, battle dress.
Mission complete.
I got a B. Ooh, I got a chop.
Boss. Getting used to being in the field again. Having choppers and horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like.
Oh,
Use your
thank you.
iDroid to start development as needed.
Right. Hey. 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 All right.
The side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
All right. I can do that. But I need to get out of here. There we go. Let's see, I got a new...
By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there.
Okay.
As long as you need to consider all your options.
Alright.
Kaz, what about the unit that attacked us in the mist? You knew something about them.
That wasn't my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the Soviets. We were on the Zero line that day, the Afghan side, on our way back from training the Mujahideen at a mountain camp in Kunar province. There's a lot of that work in Afghanistan. Most PFs shy away from it because it draws too much attention. But for us, that was the whole point. The job itself went great. We just had to make it back to a tribal area in Pakistan. But all of a sudden, visibility got real bad. It was no sandstorm. Our point man gave this strange report. He said he could see skulls in the mist.
Skulls?
The next moment, he went silent. We scrambled into formation, right before his arms and legs came raining down on us.
What?
It was always supposed to be a dangerous mission, so I had Diamond Dog's very best with me. We were calling out to each other. And one by one, the voices just went dead. Whatever happened to me?
Your name is Hunter, or you are Hunter.
Soviet camp tied to an interrogation chair.
Could they be?
But sometimes I'm called Husky Boy.
No, the ones that interrogated me were just the average
and
rank
yes,
and file. Whatever group attacked us, the way they moved was just insane. And that mist, appearing out of nowhere. The Soviets don't have tech like that.
If they did, Ocelot would have heard about it.
I doubt the West does either. Otherwise, the folks at Langley would be sleeping a lot easier.
Why'd they come after you?
Wish I knew. I'm the only one who survived. Though I don't think they planned it that way. If I was their target, they wouldn't have just handed me over to the 40th Army. Whatever the case, we need to watch our step until we know who they really are. And boss, if you ever do run into them again, don't try to take them on. You just get the hell out of there.
Okay.
When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cypher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship. Though, a mutually beneficial one. Cypher had no army of their own, so they wanted us. They wanted our strength. They approached me as a potential business partner.
But they had other motives.
Cypher coaxed us into Central America, into that US-Soviet proxy war, to fuel Mother Base's growth. Once we were big enough, they'd force us to join them. That was the plan.
That's why they had Paz, still Zeke.
Right. And if we refused, she would use Zeke to fire a nuke from Mother Base. The world would consider us a liability, and countries would unite to destroy us.
We stopped the launch.
And yet they still took us down, through that fake inspection they orchestrated to cover up their sabotage. That power Cypher wanted. We don't have it anymore. So why are they still after you? Is it just the fear of leaving you alive?
I don't know. Was Zero really... All I know is the man I knew wouldn't want this.
What do you mean?
We have to consider that it might not be Zero we're dealing with.
We know virtually nothing about Cypher anymore. How big they've gotten, what they want, or even who they really are.
Yeah.
The new Mother Base started out as a test drilling rig operated by a mineral resources supplier, but their project fell through. The Seychelles government was happy to hand the place over to us. It was just scrap on stilts. So with a few dummy construction companies set up as fronts, we started renovating the half-finished rig. From the outside, it looked like the project was back on rails.
Kaz, you...
What?
I see what you're doing. Recreating the Mother Base we had 9 years ago. Only this time.
That's right. The Mother Base Cypher thought they destroyed will return from the grave to kill them. We'll prove to the world that we were the victors.
And if we lose again?
They can't fool us the same way twice. Now our enemies are in plain sight. And when our organization gets too big, we split it across companies. Any company that draws attention gets liquidated, and its capital is back-channeled into a new company. Most PFs are small-time operations anyway. And in this business, the minnows go bankrupt all the time. We've never aroused suspicion. Plus, we have Hewick.
Hewick?
Human Exploitation Company. It's a business specializing in intel gathering. Think of it as a civilian intelligence agency.
Kaz, that's...
Remember what they were trying to accomplish at the prison facility in Cuba? That gave me the idea.
We dispatch moles into conflict zones around the world, and each sets up an intel network on site. Then they stay in place to give us stable points of contact when other nations intervene in the conflicts. Hewick's strength is that it has a cutout at each level. You get your job from one guy, then you hand it off to another. No one has direct access. It's a perfect black box. Hewick members also work their way into the superpowers intelligence agencies to make sure Diamond Dogs gets work. We have those countries by the balls. That's our deterrent when we need it.
Networking? In the intelligence community?
Sure, that's how we've grown this far. And when you go out on missions, intel from Hewick will be there to back you up. But despite all that, Cypher has its eyes on us. The only reason I'm not dead is that they needed to know where you were. Figured if you woke up, I'd go straight to you.
That's why you made that ruckus at the Zero Line.
Yeah, to make their own surveillance work against them. I think it took some of the heat off Cyprus.
Kaz.
Then I just had to wait for you to save me. And I've gotten used to waiting.
Kaz.
That's not all. It was a good chance to scout the market. And with the West wanting the Soviets out of Afghanistan, their agencies are bursting at the seams with funding. Boss, let's start by building up our Afghan presence.
Why put Mother Base in the Seychelles?
We're at the center of the world here.
We're all the way out in the Indian Ocean.
Come on. Lebanon, Sri Lanka, East Timor, and Africa. From here, our reach extends to conflicts
all right,
the
Husky
world
boy.
over, including Afghanistan, of course.
So it's prime real estate for a mercenary.
Exactly. Latin America isn't as close as I'd like, but we have Amanda and her people to help in that department. And besides, the Seychelles government owes us a favor.
Owes us?
The Seychelles has strong ties to the east, which the West wanted to shake up. It came to a head 3 years ago in an attempted coup. It was a force of South African mercenaries with U.S. backing behind the scenes. They were only platoon size, but South Africa is home to some heavy PFs. Too much for the Seychelles to handle. In the end, they accepted help from the Tanzanian army and quelled the coup. We set up the deal and handled on-site tactical instruction. That led to some training work for the Seychelles military. And when we put down a mutiny within their forces, well, we made a lot of people happy. They don't pay us. They just let us have a piece of their offshore territory on the promise we'll come running if something else happens.
So we're bodyguards, too.
It's a good setup. We can only take Mother Base so far here. We'll have to find somewhere else when this place starts getting big.
Aren't you being a little hasty?
Nothing hasty about it. You're back with us now.
So, Kaz, the ship that took us from Cyprus, it used to be a whaler.
Yeah, a Japanese vessel. How was the voyage?
It was... stimulating.
Well, she was part of a whaling fleet up until a few years ago. Her displacement isn't anything to write home about, but she can really move. She still had plenty of life left in her, but then the work dried up. Global opposition to whaling has been mounting for years.
Is that right?
The push to ban it has been gaining traction for a little over a decade. Individual species came under protection as the years went on. And then 2 years ago, the IWC adopted a moratorium on commercial whaling. Several countries, including Japan, fought it to the bitter end. But eventually, most whaling companies had no choice but to throw in the towel. You ever tried whale snake?
Can't say that I have.
When I was a kid in Japan, practically everybody ate it.
That good, huh?
The country was poor in those days, and whale was cheap. International opinions changed since then. In any case, that's why we were able to get a bargain price on the ship. Of course, we did end up spending 5 times the purchase price in modifications. We had to really work to fit in all the ESM and communications gear while keeping the whaler look intact. Right now, she's going around conducting SIGINT missions. In the future, we plan to use her as a communications relay base between you and Mother Base, and also as a chopper resupply vessel. Diamond Dogs. The word diamond originally comes from the Greek adamas. It means indomitable, unyielding.
Yep.
Other words for the stones often mean eternal bond, fortitude, or purity. The same is true of the Star of Bethlehem flowers you laid on the boss's grave. They represent innocence, as well as chastity, yielding to no man while maintaining one's virtue. In other words, staying loyal to something.
So basically, I'm a virgin. Okay, then. Hey! Hey! What'd I get? That's it? I customize my chopper. I'm gonna make it the Prince Chopper. Woo! Woo! Purple rain! Purple rain! Yes. There we go. I made it as the Prince Chopper. Battle dress? Yeah. Now for the chopper. Speaker. Do I turn into a speaker? No, I can't. Let's actually go home to base and get ourselves washed up. Hope they have a shower for us. Are you husky enough to handle the challenge? Or challenges? Well, that depends on the challenge. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take a shower. Hey, boys! Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Thank you. Thank you, boss. Thanks, boss. Thanks for that, boss. Talk. Where are your friends?
Alright. Just get ourselves nice and clean.
Game with me, boss. How about it?
As much as I love to, but I gotta check out this base real quick. Alright. We need to change its color. Just saying. Ooh. I thought I heard that song. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics. Any rough diamonds? Hey, you.
Speak.
Get up. Nada.
Thank you, boss. Boss!
All right.
Boss, if you need supplies, we're here for you.
Tell me about the diamonds.
Speak. Where are your friends? Where are your friends? Boss!
It's funny how they don't seem to mind getting their asses whipped.
How you doing, boss?
Anyways, let's start a mission, shall we? Ooh, we need an interpreter. So,
Roger.
ready, boys?
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Dang, you're slow.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Purple rain, purple rain. All right.
The side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted.
All right.
These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. All right, so let us try and do this approach stealthily, shall we? This time with the desert. And our horse gets to where? Nah. Ooh. Nah. Now that is a day horse. Yeah, that's DLC. I got all the DLCs. As well as also, I made the chopper pink or purple to try and make it look like the Prince Chopper. All I want is to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain.
Be careful down there, boss.
Alright, so we need to go.
That wild dog pup. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss?
I was gonna take it with me, because it's cute. Good luck at base. I'll see you at base.
Roger that. We'll pick him up.
How do you know it's a boy? Just out of curiosity. Huh, who knows? Right, here we are.
An English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to the West into Russian. If we can get him to join us, we'll have the upper hand in information warfare. Find this language specialist and extract him.
All right.
Да, я всегда читаю газеты и журналы с той стороны. Я даже думаю по-английски.
Правда? Научи меня каким-нибудь клевым выражением. На случай, если я вдруг встречу американца.
Хорошо, повторяй за мной. I spent last night with your girlfriend.
With your girlfriend.
Ха, это было неплохо.
Правда? Что это значит?
Я друг твоего приятеля.
О, это действительно полезно. Любые мелочи могут помочь в этой холодной войне, да?
Точно. Эти слова могут спасти твою жизнь.
Ха-ха, может быть. В следующий раз ты должен научить меня еще чему-нибудь.
Конечно, увидимся.
That Soviet soldier in the green beret is speaking English.
Yep.
Language specialist. With him on our side, we'd be capable of Russian interpretation support. Try and extract him.
But first, take his friend with us. And you as well.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Нет, не делай этого!
Speak. Where are your friends?
Here he goes. See you back at base.
Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP.
I know. And I'm gonna be sure it doesn't go onto the red, so...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
And of course, it had to be on the other side of the gosh darn planet. Planet. On the other side of the planet. That's it? Oh, tripping. Alright. Did I get it right? No! Don't worry, Iglees. There we go. Husky Elites! Is what I'm gonna call it. As for a base, it will be... Blick. Alright. Let's check out our, that pup we just got. Then I'm gonna take a shower and then go to bed.
Didi, come back!
Aww.
Mix. Here's the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though. He'll get bigger? Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you discovered a real diamond in the rough. With a little polish, I'd say we got a true diamond dog on our hands.
He's got a missing eye just like me.
DD, right? Hostile at raising hounds. Fine.
Come on, Didi.
Yeah. Do our phantom cigar. Yeah.
Welcome home, boss.
All right. Now, I'm gonna go to the chopper and take a shower. Anything new? Oh, traps. Okay, yeah. We'll do that on the base. Or on our chopper. Our, movable flying office.
Gaining altitude.
Purple rain! Purple rain! Purple rain! Purple rain! Purple rain! Purple rain! All right. Nice. Now, into development. Job's done. Now, I'm going to bed. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This is Hunter Jogan. As always, you can call me Husky Boy, signing off. Peace. What's this? Oh. Oh, yeah. What else? Oh. Aww. Ocelot. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.